Good evening. Nice to see you.
Good evening.
Man, let's talk about this game. It was
yeah,
a pretty.
let's talk about it.
It was a pretty hard or not devastating, but a pretty one-sided 3-0, right? So tell me, how did you experience it? Did you learn or get anything from it? Because you look pretty happy, I would say. I don't know.
I mean, I always look happy, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I think in times like this, best we can do is take it with a grain of salt. They were clearly the better team. I think third game we had a chance because they messed up. But they were just way better than us and way more on point today. But at the same time, we have had some issues that has been outside factors of the game that makes us play a bit bad with sickness and stuff.
I see.
But anyways, Unicorns is by far the better team right now. And I feel okay, but we're going to have to really look through this game.
Hi, Phantomles. Also, one question from me, because I said it in the show, and I would just like to hear about you, because you already said Unicorns was clearly the better team today. And for me, how does it feel to play against them? I mean, you just played 3 games in a row. You also played 2 regular games. And what I said, for example, is that I feel they never dropped the ball or rarely dropped the ball. So how do you think they just play the map? Because I always feel they pressure you on all lanes and you just can't retake any vision or stuff. And yeah.
I'm not. So I think they're just really solid as a team, right? It's pretty hard to contest them, but at the same time, it's hard for me because we weren't exactly on our A game. But I felt like they just understand how to play a game very linear. Like they rarely do mistakes. And then when it comes to mid game, they really just go ham and they just have very good fundamentals. So I would say we had a lot of opportunities where we could come back in team fights because I felt like we had really good objective control, but we were just not. We just didn't know how to go through after that. So it's kind of demoralizing, I would say. It's how it feels playing against them when they just play so solid, don't do a lot of mistakes, and then just win through team fights. It's usually what we do, I guess, but I'm not sure. It feels kind of demoralizing is the best word I would say.
Yeah, also a question from me, fellow Swain player, because I already asked it, like Unicorns of Love, who do you think you will face in upper bracket final or who lower bracket final, this way around? And what do you think will be the result of Schalke versus Big?
I think it's going to be a very, very tight one, honestly. I think it's going to be Schalke because they have the DK factor. So, yeah, I would say it can be 3-2 to Schalke. That's my my prophets or prophecy.
Nice. I will quote that. I will definitely quote that. Phantomles, you already said that you didn't play your A game today, right? But also, Unicorns mentioned that they feared you the most from the other teams in playoffs. So if you can make it to fight for revenge, if you can make it back into finals, what do you think? How would it go after you learned from today, and maybe if you are on your A level again on the 20th? What do you think? How would a rematch look like?
I think a rematch would look it would closer because when you win, you really learn something, right? So we can learn a lot from them. So you can for sure imagine it would be closer. Feels kind of happy that they think of us that highly. But I would say it would be way closer for sure. And I feel it would be a different environment, right? Because that would be offline stage, and you never know how people are in offline stage, especially now because Corona's been around for so long. So in the end, we could pull off a Game Legion against Spandau, where Game Legion got stomped in the first upper bracket finals, and then they managed to beat Spandau in the finals. Could look like that. I'm not saying it's going to, but I'm saying it's a possibility, you know?
I mean, I would like to see it. I would like to see it. And I mean, you will have to win one more best of 5, right? But I think you are.
We have to win 2 more best of 5s.
True, kinda. I mean, to win the final, right? but to make it into finals, you have to win one, if I'm not mistaken. But
Yeah, but that's the goal.
yeah, it's a lot, true, but you've showed today that you're capable of doing it. Like in the third game, you had your angles to do it. So I wish you best of luck.
I wouldn't say we showed we were capable today, but
yeah,
thank you for
there's
the comfort.
there's always more room, you know. But I think if you are able to play your A game next week, you will be able to make it back into finals. But Phantomles, as always, I thank you very much, and I wish you the best for next week.
All right, thank you,
have a nice
everything.
evening, as always.
Mwah.
Bye bye.